What's good, YouTube? Welcome back. Today we got another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we showcase the craziest Edison Format ideas that you, the audience, have managed to come up with. And as always, I'll remind you, if you're a member of the audience, you got a cool replay you want to share, you can go to the Discord link in the description and post it down there in the Edison Format Replays channel. Starting off today, we have Appropriate Exodia. So we've probably seen this card before on the channel, but there's a card called Appropriate, which is not in our hand right now, but it's a continuous trap. You activate it when your opponent draws because of an effect, and then after that, every time they draw because of an effect, you just Pot of Greed, you draw two. So I guess that's kind of the concept here. We got like Cup of Ace. So if you have Appropriate face up, no matter who wins the coin flip, you're definitely getting to draw two off that Cup of Ace. It looks like we're playing Imperial Custom and some other floodgates, like Scrubbed Raid and Skill Drain, just to try and stall out the game. Going up against fairies here. Fairies with Caius, so probably Chaos Fairies, I guess. They're going to swing in with the Nova Summoner. We're just going to take the damage, and there it is. There is the copy of Appropriate. That's what we want. We're going to set the Book of Eclipse. Book of Eclipse is sort of it's functionally a stall card, right? Because it books down the whole field, so it buys you a turn, much like T-Roar. But also, it triggers Appropriate in the end phase when they flip up and they draw a card. So they're going to flip up all their guys. They're going to draw two. Now we flip up Appropriate, and now every time our opponent is drawing because of an effect, we are going to be drawing two cards. So no matter what off this Cup of Ace, we are going to find ourselves drawing two additional cards. We activate Scrubbed Raid, draw two. Activate Hand Destruction. Now we both draw two, but since the opponent drew two, we get to draw two more. We draw into Dark World Dealings, and just like that, Dark World Dealings, draw one, pitch one, but our opponent drew one, so we get to draw two additional cards. Dark World Dealings, we find another Hand Destruction, and it just keeps on coming. Hand Destruction, pitch two, draw an extra two, because why not? We're up to 4 Exodia pieces here, but we don't quite get the whole way there. We have a lot of floodgates set. Heavy Storm, that's going to eat a Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe also triggers the Appropriate. So we're going to draw two more. That's a cool piece of... Wow, this might be the best Dark Bribe deck, actually, in the format. They try to chain Typhoon to a counter trap, which is not something you can do. They are now going to Typhoon our Metal Reflect Slime, which gets chained. We chain the Imperial Custom. Imperial Custom protects all of our continuous traps, including the Appropriate, so they will not be able to out it. Actually, they can out it with Caius if they want to do that. Mainly Decree, though, is going to... Whoa. Okay, they hit the other back row, and then we chain it. It's a skill drain. But the Decree is going to shut all of this down. So we try to trigger Appropriate here. They're just going to flip Decree, I guess. Does Appropriate start a chain? I think it does. It actually doesn't matter because we just land on heads on the Cup of Ace and we draw the 5th piece of Exodia. But Decree absolutely would blow us out. But it's just too late. It's too little too late. We have 5 pieces of Exodia after our insane turn where we drew our whole deck. So yeah, Appropriate, it popped off there for sure. Let's see if we can do game number 2. Yeah, it definitely seems like you gotta find your way to Appropriate, though, or the deck just doesn't work, right? We're getting our face beat in by some dudes, which is not good. We're gonna have to... Okay, we drew Appropriate. All right, we did it. We found our card. I'm sure we're gonna stay alive here with the... Actually, we weren't necessarily threatened with lethal there, but it's fine. We use it to avoid some damage. Book of Life, going to flip them down. Now in the end phase, we're going to be able to flip up our Appropriate since or Book of Eclipse. Did I say Book of Life? Yeah, Book of Eclipse. They try to Typhoon it, but we can Dark Bribe, but the Appropriate hasn't resolved yet, so I don't believe we get to draw 2 cards there. Yeah, no, we do not. But we do get to draw 2 here. Draw 2 more. Now we activate the Cup of Ace. We're going to be drawing 2 no matter what. Okay, heads we draw 2. Tails we draw 2. Very fair. Dark World Dealing is going to be activated, and there it is. All 5 pieces of Exodia. Actually, just in the top 14 of our deck there. So, yeah, Appropriate Exodia. I think this is the first time showing it. Pretty neat. All right, in honor of Winged Rhynos topping, we're going to be showing some Winged Rhynos gameplay here. Going up against Blackwings. Hopefully it goes better than my games did. We're going to Typhoon the Whirlwind. It looks like we are on the map of darkness here. We set just one, wanting to play around the end phase Icarus. I don't know, maybe you should just set them all and eat the Icarus if he has it, but he doesn't even have it. So sometimes they don't even have it, you know. You're just like hard playing around it, they don't have it. We're going to Mind Control, steal the map. That's kind of annoying, but they don't really have a great trap to use to add back here. They could compulse their own guy, I guess, but you don't really want to do that. I don't know. They're going to swing in for a lot of damage, though. No Colute, fortunately, so we do survive. They do compulse their own guy, which was kind of pointless. I'm going to be real. All it does is just tell us that they have a compulsory. And now we're going to go set 4 here. Whirlwind off the top. Going to go for the Whirlwind. That's going to eat a Dust Tornado, and we apparently don't have a way to stop ourselves from getting just killed in the battle phase, though. So I guess we're going to game number 2. All right, not a great start, but maybe game 2 will be different. We played into the Brain Con here a little bit. Deprison, do our big chain, draw a bunch of cards, end phase Duster. They just didn't go for the brain control play. For brain con take breaker is like usually a pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here it's also fine. They're just not doing it though. Why are they not? Okay, now they're gonna do it. Are they just gonna try to crash the breakers? I guess skill successor buffs up one of them. That's still a +1 though. We go reckless because I think we're still under reckless. That's turn 1 of 2. But we just have lethal. We have lethal with the summon Kaiku and the swing in. This actually looks pretty much identical to the list that I played that topped. It might be the same one. I don't know. Opponent opening up Whirlwind. How many times has this guy drawn Whirlwind, dude? I feel like he's had it every game. How are Blackwing players this good? I don't know. End phase Icarus. Pick off 2 of our back row. That's fine. Bottomless Trap Hole. That's going to eat a Solemn Judgment, so the Whirlwind Search will go through. Grab the Gale. Special the Gale. Have the guy. What do we got? Do we got anything? We have a Prison. Okay, we can just bounce our Rhynos back, reset its attack points. That's nice. Opponent going to swing in with the Bora that eats a Prison. I feel like the Blackwing matchup specifically is pretty good for this deck, actually. Because like you just dodge all their traps and stuff. It's pretty decent. Opponent's going to summon out another Bora, just going +1 again. They have Blizzard Dad in hand. This is going to be a tough game, I think. How are we going to pull this one out? Okay, they go for Armor Master. We set, draw another card, set another, summon Rhynos. Dad going to get popping. We chain Bottomless. We bounce our own Rhynos. We chain Reckless. We chain Accumulated Fortune. We're going to be drawing 4 cards here, but can't they just summon Blizzard, go for a game? Yes, they can. Get Cancer for playing that? What? Why are we being toxic about freaking winged Rhynos, bro? How about you get Cancer for playing Blackwings and opening double Whirlwind, or not opening double Whirlwind, but whatever. You know what? Let's move on. I don't know why this guy's being such a jerk about it. Like, whatever. Next up, we've got Lightsworn Aliens by Macro. What are you doing, Macro? What is going on here? We're going up against Solidarity Disaster Dragons here. Gonna swing over the Masked Dragon. They have a Future Fusion coming. I don't know why they mysteriously tried to Trunade a turn before the Future Fusion is coming, so now they don't have a way to force through the Future Fusion. Well, I guess, okay, they could tribute summon Lad. I mean, it doesn't strike me as yeah, they could just tribute summon Lad, I guess. But I feel like having Trunade to make this play is still better. All right, we're going to do Call the Haunted Chain Torrential. That's pretty decent. Lad will pop the whole board, though. Actually, yeah, summoning the Lad there is kind of a little bit of a... Not great. It popped everything. They still get to send with the Future Fusion, though. Right? So they sent a bunch of stuff. They bring out a Red Med. Red Med bring out Exploder. Oh, no, wait. Red Med eat the Fiendish Chain, then normal summon Exploder. Exploder Crash. Okay, this isn't bad. Ammonite, we're going to go into a Golgar. That's eating the Bottomless. Definitely got to Bottomless that there, or it's gonna really start getting out of hand with the pluses. We're going to bring out another Red Med, summon the White Knight Dragon from the graveyard, and end our turn. Solar Recharge, draw 2 mil. We're on Glorious Illusion in here? What is going on? We're in a lot of Lightsworn stuff. All right, Lumina, Pitch, Stack for Plague, make Cataster, and then we can Honest over here. All right, that's not bad. End phase Mill 3, but they can revive another Red Med. We don't have a clear out. We just got to switch to defense mode, and we actually just going to scoop it up there. We don't have a... Yeah. All right. That was tough. That was tough. They kind of did have just, like, everything. So we get knocked. Getting knocked, not great. We lose 2 Raikos out of our... Apparently we're playing 2 Raiko. Or maybe we sided one out going second. That's probably actually what happened. Yeah, I think generally that's the correct thing to do. We try to Torrential just to clear the Masked Dragon. The opponent chains Decree, but we're going to chain MST on the Decree. So the Torrential Tribute will go through. They Typhoon our back row just because they were like getting into it with the high chain links, I guess. I don't know. They got excited. We're going to end phase, Mill 3. Our guy gets run over. That's fine. We can go for... What do we go for here? Recall the Trooper back. Trooper's just going to hit in. All right. We want to make a Golgar and recycle the Call to Hunt. Probably better than just Catastor Bonk. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to Golgar bounce, set 2, get a counter, and the opponent's just going to scoop it up there because we're getting Golgar looped at this point. Yeah, it's basically over. Game 3, we are going to get Dust Shooted, but our hand is somewhat resilient to Dust Shoot. I mean, we could Lumina Pass. We're not going to do that. We're just chilling. End phase Typhoon hits the Limit Reverse. Summon out the Quackimera Drago. Attack. Drago may be a little annoying for us, although probably not a huge deal. They're going to swing in. We're just walling with Honest, okay? We're going to bounce the Honest back. Summon. Eat a Bottomless. Iron Wall going to be chained, so it just goes to the graveyard. Maybe should have thought about preemptively Iron Walling there to play around with the Bottomless Trap hole. Let's see, what do we draw? We draw into an Aaron. That's going to shuffle back. They're supposed to show what it is. It's a DD Warrior Lady. End phase Mill 3. And here comes Prime Matt. We're going to have to Honest here. Honest clearing that Drago, though, so we don't have to worry about the pesky Floodgate guy, who was kind of also floodgating their red meds, though. But now we are getting going here with the Ammonite into the Golgar. Golgar bounce 2, get some counters, but we can't use them because the Prime Mat is on the field and will negate and destroy, so we're going to have to run it over. Set 2, pass. Here comes the Totem Dragon. We are going to flip up Iron Wall, but they can just tribute summon their guy. We can Fiendish it, though, and that puts an end to their turn and probably to this duel because we can just Golgar bounce more stuff. And, yeah, just pop more cards, recycle our back row. Go into Brionic, Brio bounce. What is this, 49 exact? Yeah, okay. So it is going to be over there with Lightsworn aliens. I guess the Lightsworn is just like a way to mill our aliens. And we're playing like the Limit Reverse stuff, of course, in here, which is probably the best way to play aliens. So you can just get the constant plussing with the Golgar loops. So I guess that's what's going on here with the macro show build. Final replay we've got is Master of Riz playing Gladiator Beast Simorgh Heroes. Let's see what's going on. We're on Mali in here. We're on Plasma in here? All right, exciting. We're just going to set a War Chariot, eat a Dust Shoot. Unfortunately, we draw the Heavy Storm after setting War Chariot and activating Future Fusion. Now we are going to be the ones to receive the Storm. Opponent playing Blackwings, they're just going to set 2. They do Judgment our Heavy Storm, which is pretty good. We're going to banish the Simorgh, we're going to banish the Malicious and the Stratos for the Simorgh. Simorgh going to run over the Gale. Now we set Return for the different dimension. Opponent brings back the Gale. They could have Icarus us here, but they opt to wait. Probably makes sense to wait in this situation, since what are you Icarusing to do 1300 proactively and then just leave a 1300 guy sitting there? Here comes the Icarus. Unfortunately, they do get punished by that because we have Return from the different dimension set, meaning we're going to bring out that Stratos and that Malicious. Stratos going to go search for a Prisma. We swing in for 5, and I believe, is this enough to go for game? I think it's looking like it is. We attack with the Murmillo, and that's going to be that. Moving on to game number 2. Game number 2, we open up. We've got an E-Call, a Laquari, a Gores, a Malicious, and a DDR. Opponent goes standard, Shura, set 2. Alright, whatever. We're going to summon Stratos, search the other Mali. Is that our only other hero in here? No, wait, we have Plasma. Why did we search double Mali? Maybe we sided out the Plasma, actually. Plasma's not great against Blackwing, so I could see that. We're going to be taking a fair deal of damage, but we can drop the Gores to sort of insulate, and they fortunately don't have Collude. They could have specialed Gale to have. They opt to just set the Icarus and clear it with that. Here comes Dark Simorgh, summon the GB, end phase Typhoon. That's not great. And now the Gale is going to have our Simorgh, and we're going to be losing both of our monsters here. The only play we have access to right now is the DDR to potentially revive maybe that Gores, or what else is in our banish pile? The Stratos. So we're going to hit over. Mirror Force, though, that's going to be that. Yeah, tough game number 2 for us there. Moving on to game number 3. Game number 3, our hand straight up sucks. Like, it's 6 monsters. It's 6 monsters, and we're just summoning Laquari, passing. Our Laquari gets run over. Yeah, all right. We have Gale. Gale can try to clear this. Gale can succeed in clearing this. They don't Collude. They're just going to normal summon the Collude and hit over. We're on Cat as well. How did we fit all of this in one deck? All right. Here comes the Bestie. Bestie takes out the set Storm. I don't know why you're setting the Storm against Glads, but hey, you do you, man, I guess. Here comes Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat going to do the Test Tiger play. Okay, it's Test Tiger play plus Simorgh, plus we get to go DDR into the Geysaris. So how much damage is this? This is 6,800. Not enough to go for game. And the opponent has Brain Dad. So we are potentially not in the greatest of spots here. Okay, we could tag into... Okay, we can tag into... and then make her Heraclinos. So the brain is turned off, but Dark Armed is just live. So... Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take a... We have to top deck Brain Control, I guess. That's just what we got. Okay, Torrential... Hidden. They actually set Dyna with Dark Armed Dragon on the field. And we attack into the Dyna. And because the Dyna would flip up, it would only pop their own dad. And then it would just get run over. Opponent had a brain fart here for sure. I don't think they needed to quit, but they probably just quit out of shame. Because, yeah, what we're going to do is set Torrential. You could, like, do Summon Colute, Brain Control, Swing, Rip a card. You know, Sync, force out the Torrential, we'd be on one card. They had, like, this game wasn't over. They maybe had some plays, but yeah, that's really, that's a little bit unfortunate there. All right, well, that's how we're going to close out the video. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'll see you next time.